ID for being angry that a guest ate my food. For context, I have a lot of allergies, all revolving around latex in some form. But there are certain things I can have, like cooked tomatoes, but not raw ones. My allergies are weird, but I just roll with them. Right now, I live with my dad rent-free because I can't afford to live by myself despite having a job. And because of my autism and depression, because of my allergies, I am very strict on my food. I usually cook the food for the week and my dad chops up tomatoes so I can use them but not touch them. My dad handles all the cleanup. I absolutely cannot have bananas or avocados anywhere near me. My dad likes avocados, but he only has them when I am away, and he cleans up very thoroughly afterwards to prevent cross-contamination. As for bananas, we don't even keep them in the house because I get sick with even the scent. Also, I get rashes if my skin touches any of my allergies, and my tongue feels like it is burning if I eat them. My dad has an out-of-town guest who is staying for a few days. I don't mind him staying in the guest bedroom. I didn't have time to do meal prep over the weekend, so I asked my mom for a few meals so I did not have to buy anything, and I had something to tide me over for 3 days. My parents are divorced. She made me a week's worth of food and extra for my dad. My boxes were clearly labeled and put to one side of the fridge. She also bought some takeout from a safe restaurant. Well, the guest ate some of my food and some of the raw tomatoes my dad had put in a box in the fridge for my use yesterday while I was at work, so now I don't know what is safe and what is cross-contaminated. My dad doesn't understand why I got angry about it. He did offer to buy me some more food to replace, but it is going to be takeout. I wanted my mom's cooking because I don't get to eat it anymore that often. Since it is rare that she cooks, my aunt brings her home-cooked food every 2 weeks since she is a doctor. He also thinks that I could cook the food on the stove and it would just be tomatoes cooking. He is right in that way, but I still think I am justified. I did not tell my mom about the situation. AITA for being cross with a guest about eating my food. Edit: our boxes were labeled with our individual names, mine with my name, my dad's with his name. It did not say that, it said his name. For context, our names start with the same letter. My dad had some food made for him by my mom. The raw tomatoes were on the other side of the fridge in a drawer, completely separate. The guest was welcome to take from my dad's boxes, but definitely not mine. My dad made it clear that my boxes were off limits. Absolutely no touching my boxes because of my food allergies. I don't know if my dad specified my allergies to the guest. Edit: I don't even know if I can touch the boxes and I am too scared to. Edit: I do a ton of stuff for my parents in exchange for living rent-free. Cooking all the meals is one thing. Asked my mom for just enough to tide me over. I was willing to pay for it or get takeout, but she kept waving me off. Experience showed me it wasn't worth the battle. She would just send it back. She made me Indian food that I was excited to have because I am Indian. It was my childhood food. She was the one who decided to make a week's worth. It is really difficult for me to make Indian food, and I have tried. The restaurant stuff just isn't the same. I was busy last weekend because I had to take care of my sister's stuff. It involved being on the phone, online, and other things for hours at a time. Something neither of my parents wanted to do. It meant that I did not know what specific allergies my dad said to the guest, only that I had food allergies. I wanted to be respectful of my mom's money and labor. She did it for me, so why shouldn't I appreciate it? I asked her. I did not demand. She could have told me I'm too busy like she has before. I'd have accepted it and gotten takeout, which is expensive, Beta. So I thought I'd ask first since she gave me an open invitation.